Hi, my name is Ogechi. Welcome to my YouTube channel. Thank you for watching if you've been here before, and if you're new, welcome, and I hope you enjoyed the video that you're about to watch. Today, I want to talk about 9 to 5 versus running a personal business, because why am I even saying the why? Oh shit. This is the obscene time that Nepal wants to steal my shine. Yeah, like I was saying before, I was so rudely interrupted by the power holding company of my country. 9 to 5 versus running personal businesses. See, this is one of the issues, no lies. So I'm doing investors because I don't want to necessarily say is advantages or disadvantages. It's just me wanting to put the two side by side and see how I've really survived, because I've done both. I've done 9 to 5 a bunch of times. I think I've seen in that cycle, but it's a little bit different because I'm freelance, and I've also tried running a business. What was my first business? It was the websites. I tried to make money from the websites. It was going well, and somehow it got expensive to pay for domain name. Then the income I was using to sustain it at that time was a writing job. I was doing articles for Opera News Hub, and I would write articles. From the salary I would use it to try to push down, I don't know if that was the first business I tried to run safe, to be honest, but trying to run a business is not easy. It can run you down. You'll be tired, but I think it's the same thing when you do 9 to 5. If you're going to the office from 8 a.m., which is the regular thing, but they call it 9 to 5 because some jobs actually start at 9, and you have to get home. Most times I don't even get home by 5 p.m. when I was working office jobs. I will still spill over into the night like 8 p.m. I used to work at Yaba one time that I remember, and also sometimes in Lekki, and the commute drains me more than even being in the office. By the time I get to the office, I'm so worn out from jumping the bus and the chase and everything, just trying to keep my stuff safe till I get to the office and then get back home in one piece. The life of an adult is not easy. If we had been told all this when we were small, I know go back to get better heads up. Although some people were trained where they were told about how life is like, but I think typically if you don't experience things, you will never really understand the exact feeling. But you can empathize with people, you can understand from far, you can relate. But I don't know if you can really know. Like they say, if the shoe does not, if you're not the one wearing the shoes, like, it won't pinch you like the same way it will pinch the person wearing it. 9 to 5 versus personal businesses. I don't even think that I can pick a favorite, or I can pick one over the other one. I think if I made money from 9 to 5, like mad money, I would have stayed. I maybe used it to do other things I would have been passionate about, but it didn't happen. If I make money from my personal business, like some people get lucky, they start something like cake or bread or groundnut, and they start to see how to turn it into something good for their lives. Their finances improves, or they get to start meeting people, and it's somebody they meet that does something that turns their life around. Those things too are nice. It's nice to have it, but you don't really know. There's no sure jackpots. But if I had to choose, I'd want to do my business. Why? It's never really easy when you're suffering, and you're suffering under somebody, like you're working for someone. At least when you're your own boss, you're your own boss. I don't know if that makes any sense. For me, it just feels like you're liberated. The only person I think should be above anybody's life would be God, and I think that some bosses try to play that. Some people who are richer than you or employ you or your services or get your products from you often, they almost want to play God because, oh, there's money in my pocket. But I don't think that anybody would bring that leg to me if I'm the owner of my business. I'm not necessarily doing any business except being a freelance content writer, a YouTuber, a social media user is part of being a business. But I'm not really doing any business right now. I just know that it's more fulfilling if you are doing that business and it's something you're passionate about. It's really nice too. That's another reward you get from it. Fulfillment is not bought in the market. So if you are constantly pained and hurt from building somebody else's dream, and you're still in it, a lot of people are in toxic workspaces. So if you are still one of those people I just feel like I'll pity you. So I didn't want to be that type of person. I didn't want to be pitied. That's just my ideology. So I decided I'm going to craft a way for myself to work for myself. So most of the times when I was in the space of 9 to 5, I was always looking for a way to get out. I was always looking for those things that would draw me back into like the music industry. Let me get win this prize money, make I use and change my life, things like that. I would always put my hands in any competition, any place I could submit for applications for other jobs that were in the line I wanted. And it wasn't just all about music. I like to write content, so I also hoped to get good content writing gigs, because I've seen evidences of people that are working it. I had been in such position, but COVID came, jobs disappeared from people's hands, So landing the jobs you actually want, that you're interested in, is not that easy. It is not that easy. So this is not me telling anybody to do anything. This is just me saying how it was for me. I personally enjoy my personal business, running it myself, whatever it may be. There was a time I sold some of the things my sister had, like goods, household items, kitchen forks, cups, pots, these sippy cups, socks, towels, household items like that. I sold it one time, and it wasn't easy getting people to actually pay maybe 7k, 5k, depending on the price of the item, and even going to meet clients at odd spots, because I was a mobile business, so I'm carrying the things, walking, going to meet somebody at this junction, or they say come to this teaching hospital, come to this junction. It wasn't easy. Sometimes I'll go make those trips and I won't sell it. Person will sit and be like, it didn't really look like that in the photo. I wanted the transparent one. It's not easy. Nothing is easy anyways, but I'd rather do things that are not easy but they're worth my while. Like it's things that interest me that will just keep me going. Like, okay, just because I like you, I like doing this one. So if you're passionate about selling things and it's working for you more, I'm happy for you. But me, it didn't work. I've tried my hands on very, 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 very weird things. I won't want to talk too much at length. Maybe if questions ever come up or other topics, there will still be more to spill about how my life has been as a young adult. But so far, so good. I want to be my own person. I want to own a business. I would like to also experience working in a safe space, like under somebody's business, where the job is great, because people talk about 9 to 5 and they're like, I like my job, the money is good, It's sweet to hear, but it's not often you hear that. And I've not experienced it. I've not experienced it a lot. I've not also asked other people, and many people are telling me, my 9 to 5 was great. My 9 to 5, I don't really know about that. If you check Spotify now, type 9 to 5, you see some poor recent songs about 9 to 5. 9 to 5 wants to kiss somebody. And then maybe one of the issues with 9 to 5 for me is the pay is peanuts. Yes, the pay is peanuts. A lot of times, I find it hard to pick a job because none of them wants to pay above 50,000 naira. What is salary negotiable? We've passed that stage, I beg. We should be in 2052 behavior right now, where if you're saying this is a job, this is the amount. Why are people hiding it? You want me to come to your email to look for? Oh, please. Yeah, people should pay better for 9 to 5 jobs. We are exerting energy, putting in our minds to do things. When I started working as a freelancer, I was aware that freelancing would involve just taking gigs, but I wasn't seeing the gigs, so I ended up working for a place where I have to write content. My rate card would say, if I want to write captions for you for a month, if I want to do articles for you for a month, there's a set fee. But my job, that's my 9 to 5, would say, I'm paying you 40,000 naira or 50,000 naira this month, and you're going to everyday write content for us, you're going to do this, you're going to do that. Do you see how they are not really valuing us the way they should? I don't know how it works in other countries, but most of the jobs I worked in Nigeria, the pay does not match up to my potential. I am too educated. My father has spent too much money, and my mother has spent too much training to put me in the faces of people, and you want to undervalue me. It's not fair now. If somebody undervalues your company, but we started taking it in like that. People are accepting jobs of 30, 40, 50,000, joining me with jobs of 70, joining me with jobs of 100, just so that we can survive. It's not an easy fit for anybody, but you have to pick your poison. And my poison has been personal, because if I will not make money from articles in 1 month, when I finally do, it will make sense to me. If I say I want to write a copy for someone and it's 50,000 naira, I'll probably wait a month to collect it from someone else, but I get my 50k, I move. I tie another freelance business, I get another 50k, I move. It's not always that smooth, but it's the same way in that corporate industry or whatever line of 9 to 5 it is, it's not even that smooth either. It's people just working to serve someone else's purpose and survive. You have money to eat, you have money to do transport and go back. And I think that my personal business lifestyle, or the fact that I like personal business over 9 to 5s, affords me is my time, and I don't have to be on the road to share my time with commuting, except I have to be in the market. I enjoy that. I have worked remote jobs for years now. My first job, was it a remote job? I can't remember if it was 2018. I think it was a remote job, but I had to go in person to have the interview with the people and everything. But it was a remote job going forward because it was just to write articles and post on different websites. Yeah, so being able to use my time the way I want, being able to say I'm sitting from home, there's just that thing that it affords you. You can get lazy. There are other downsides to it though, but for me, it affords me time to do so many other things I love to do. I don't want to be always about work. So I try to share my life. There's so many other things to do. So that's it for me. I just felt the need to talk about 9 to 5 versus personal business because it's one of my real life experiences. I've gone in and out of both, still in both. So just trying to navigate it, I thought to myself, there's got to be like tens of thousands of people that think like this or are going through this. I don't think there's anything that as human beings we go through that has not happened before. Somebody's probably living similar life to you somewhere else in one dimension. Yeah, so that's just it. I just felt the need to talk about it because it's important to me, and I hope that I said some of the things that I identify with help is relatable. If I skip something that you felt, oh, I should know this, let me know in the comment section, please. It would be nice to hear other people's views. How are you coping with your 9 to 5? How is it being a personal business owner? How are you managing? I hope that's good for everybody. Yeah. Airplane. God help everybody. So till my next video, thank you for watching. If you enjoyed this, please like, share, subscribe. If you haven't, I'd appreciate that. And yes, I wanted to say that I'm wearing my cap for you now. If you watched the other video, I was wearing it rubbish. This one, no.